Most men have two minds, the logic and the emotions, which is here.
Today on The Divide, we discuss a topic that's dividing the room.
Pastor Adeboye has met beautiful women, but he has decided to stick with one woman.
Monogamy versus polygamy. Should love be limited to one?
The Bible says one man, one woman. Since the fall of man, everything don't spoil.
Or can multiple partners be key to happiness?
We have seen a man with 19 wives and he's still cheating. Polygamy is legalizing nonsense. There will always be finer women out there.
Our 6 participants are ready to share their views.
I believe that you can love many people at the same time.
I don't think you know the meaning of love then.
It's an emotion.
By your logic, does that mean, for example, let's say you love these 3 girls here, yeah? And you marry them.
I love her because of, and I love her because of. That's here. No, now my head.
According to your spiritual level, then, can you die for them?
Bring God first now.
Participants, here is the first prompt. Polygamy is the solution to infidelity in modern relationships. For those who are against the prompt, can you kindly step forward?
I don't think that polygamy helps people stop being infidels. I think it just allows them to legally have more than one partner.
If you think polygamy can actually stop infidelity, I feel you're a joker. We have seen a man with 19 wives and he's still cheating, like back to back. Abara Jesus, yes, that's it. So the thing is, I don't think polygamy can actually stop infidelity. If you want to cheat, cheat. Just have just your wife. Do your cheating as much as you can outside, since you are polygamous in nature, like you said. I feel like polygamy is a trait of an animal. I mean, as human beings, God has given us the choice of free will. And if you say your free will is to legalize cheating, then I categorize you as an animal. Tell me why. You can't handle yourself. I've not finished taking care of myself. I don't take care of like 4 men. How? It's you legalizing bullshit. Polygamy is legalizing nonsense. A cheater will always be a cheater. Let's not legalize this thing. It's just bracketing yourself. Oh, I'm a polygamist. Guess what? Even if you marry, like the man you said had married 19 wives.
Yes.
He will continue cheating for the rest of his life until he's 6 feet below the ground. Because guess what? There will always be finer women out there.
I strongly believe that whatever it is, polygamy, infidelity, it stems from not dealing with the root cause, which is self-control. So if you are saying you're a polygamist, that just means that you don't know how to control your body. Let's leave the whole idea of, as a man, you are allowed or it's innate. Please, polygamy is not the solution to infidelity. Self-control is the solution to infidelity.
Time now for the guys who agree to step into the spotlight.
I believe polygamy can curb cheating because, one, it allows for one to be honest as against secrecy. Secondly, I have a very strong belief in you not making one partner fill many roles. You can have a gist partner in one, an accountability partner in one, a financial partner in one. I mean, the world is a better place.
So the Bible says each man should have his own wife, and each woman should have her own husband, which means one man, one woman. That's the way God created it. Since the fall of man, everything don't spoil. Today, if you go to a church, a typical church, let's say there's 100 people, there's about 80 women to 20 men.
I agree with you.
Who will come marry the rest of the women? There were times in the Bible, in the time of King David, when the men go to war and some of the men die. So the king gave an order that, you know what, if you come back and you see your next door neighbor, the woman is a widow, cover her shame by marrying her. That's how polygamy actually came to existence properly. I'm not saying go and marry other women because you can't control your private part. So I say that polygamy is a necessity only if the women will agree and say, okay, then you know what? I've been single for 10 years. I have a son. I've been single for 10 years. No children. And this man is here. The man is financially capable to look after the 2 women. If the 2 women agree, then they should marry. It's not a sin.
All right. Now time for all our participants to step forward for the next prompt. A man can only love one woman. If you disagree, tell us why.
So I would say again that men don't love. Yes, I say it with my full chest. Men don't love. My name is Olufisola Igelaomi. A man's only love is his mother. But when it comes to relationship, a man can love so many women equally. I'm actually married with 2 children and I know what I'm saying. Over the years, I've seen the way men relate with their women at home. They will claim that they love you, really, but then they're doing the opposite. So what I feel men do is that when they have their children, they divert all the love to them. The same love a man is professing to his wife in the house. I mean, yeah, he's telling his wife, I love you. He's telling the side chick the same thing.
Can I tell you the truth?
Don't tell me the truth yet. I'm saying my mind now. You calm down. The thing is that you can't even really decide who a man really loves, because you still a man that will say that he loves his mother. You hardly will you see a woman who tell you that I love my daddy than my mom, than my husband. Hardly will you say, but you see a man with his full chest telling you that I love my mother than my wife. I have a son, and I know how clingy my son can be, and I'm even working on how I can even try to get him detached from me when he's getting older. So I would say that men don't really have, when it comes to relationship love, men don't have. Don't let them deceive you.
From what you just said, first of all, you need to understand what a man is. Most men have 2 minds. The logic, which is the mind here, and the emotions, which is here.
Where?
Here?
No,
Here.
no, here.
Where?
Here.
Is there, but it's not.
No, that is not there. My name is Cass. I'm a singer-songwriter, producer, and also an evangelist. Some know me as Cass Beats. It's actually a man that loves, not a woman. Let me break it down for you. The Bible says man should love his wife the way Christ loved church and gave his life for it. You are not commanded to love. You're commanded to serve, to submit. My job as a man, listen, baby, listen. My job as a man is to die for you when the bullet is coming. But I might sleep with all the girls in the world. Why? Because I have 2 minds. The second mind is here. That is a typical man.
Is that one in the Bible too? The mind here and here.
No, let me explain. You let me land. You were sitting here. Let me land. Can I land?
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Most men, that's the truth. They have 2 minds. The logic mind, they love their wives to death. But the second mind is the private part, which most men don't have control over. That is the truth. Emphasis on most men.
Okay.
Most men, not all men, not all men, and not all men cheat too. So when you say your son has love for you, boys, their mother is their first love. Girls, their father is their first love. That's why if you do your research, you find out that most girls always want to marry men like their dad, especially if their dad is a good man. They will say, my dad doesn't do. Am I your dad?
It's a yardstick.
You understand exactly. So my point is, the reason why your son is attached to you is because you're the first woman he sees, and I guarantee you he's more likely to marry a woman like you. That's where we are. We're human. So not all men.
Talking about relationship-wise, aside from their mother, like this is the person that they have as a love, as their first love. Having other women, they'll tell you that the beautiful ones are not born yet.
I believe that you can love many people at the same time.
Wow.
Yes.
No, you can't. I don't
think you know the meaning of love then.
It's an emotion.
By your logic, does that mean, for example, let's say you love these 3 girls here, yeah? And you marry them.
I love her because of, and I love her because of.
That's here talking.
No, na my head. Na my head.
Which one?
She get money, she go they give me money. She get that, she go they give me that. And this one they cook.
According to your spiritual level, then, can you die for them? Can you die for the 2
I
of them?
bring God first now. I can die for them.
Wait,
2 of them.
Yes.
Oh, wait, sorry. But if you can't control this, what makes you think you can die for me?
Thank you.
I can control it. Once I have you, I control it. I move to you, I control it. My name is Oluyemi. I'm a HR professional. I agree men are built to be polygamous. Yeah, it only takes some sort of respect for a partner or the different partners available to stop at a limit.
Now, the floor is open for those who agreed with the prompt. A man can only love 1 woman.
Yes, a man can only love 1 woman. I do not agree, or I do not buy the idea of having different women for different functions. You can have your 100 in one person. In this world where we are in, if I do not love you all-roundedly, right, I don't see the reason to be with you. Emotional is everything. People tend to forget that we women we're not just after your finances, in quotes.
Preach.
We are after what you have to offer. Because I'm single, I'm not dating anyone. But like,
I'm taking care of myself. I'm getting myself done. So I don't need a man to come in and fill that gap. If I love you because I care about you. I love you because I'm ready to sacrifice for you. I love you because I'm ready to do all those things for you. Yeah? If I love you, I don't have attention for every other person. Like, I can't be talking to 3 different men. Like, it's exhausting.
Nigerian men don't love. Oh.
Nigerian men are not even classified as men in the first place.
Oh,
let's remove them from the group chat. Wait. Let me actually finish the point. Majority of Nigerian men, they don't think with this thing. They think with this. We also now go to the point where self-control has been banned, and it looks like as if it's an abomination to have self-control. Because tell me what you're thinking with it. And you guys are also forgetting that we women have higher lipidos. Right? Yes. You can touch a woman's breast just by this, and then something is always going on. Either she's on her period, she's ovulating, something is going on. So once you touch her, her nipples are already standing, just that we don't see it, and we know how to control it. The lipido of a woman is 10 times higher than a man's own.
My name is Ejima Precious Uredo. I'm a student, 400 level student in Lag.
There are men that have chosen to love their wife till death. Pastor that day boy won't come and say he has not seen better women than his wife.
Because he has not.
But that's a very big fat lie. Let me tell you one thing. This man is a pastor and he has been exposed to a wide range of women. So you can't tell me that him choosing to be with his wife not because of, or he's just trying to manage her. How do you think people survive in like 100 years of marriage? Do you think it's because of their wife is let's say the best or finest woman on earth? No, they've seen better people. Yes. But then exactly, that is where discipline comes in. That is when I choose you, not because of just love can never be just enough, but because the sacrifices they can love. If the good ones that can love, I swear, they will love you. They will love you to the point that you will feel like Jesus Christ. And then the ones that cannot love you would make excuses that it's their pennies that is controlling them.
Love is relative. Really, because it's not just a feeling, it's something that you constantly choose, like what she said, discipline. So when you're talking about love, it's not just the butterflies in your feeling or when you start the relationship, it's the commitment, it's the discipline, it's the patience, the tolerance, the work. We don't talk about that enough. My name is Tari Balogun. I'm an artist, I make art. Yes, a man can only love one woman. Also, he can love multiple women, and so can a woman.
I stand on the side that a man can love many women. You live your life in the car with a female colleague from the bus stop to the office. You guys talk, you guys connect. You get to the office, Temi is on one side, talking to me every day. We have a connection. Then I go for lunch with Fisola. We connect. So somehow, I love all of them. So if you don't give me the chance, we get married.
You have a lot of love to give.
It's all
give it to yourself first.
So it's a feeling that you have towards people for different reasons.
Wow.
Yeah. So rather than have me secretly date the lady that brings me to work, or secretly date my personal assistant, or come on.
So can I ask you a question? What if when the lady stops bringing you to work, then she falls in love with someone else?
We have a connection already, so we built it over time. So whether we come to work or not, we talk on Saturday and Sunday that we are not coming to work.
Oh, wow.
I get you when you say that love can be diverse and you can feel it towards many people, but love is relative and it's like very broad, and like the spectrum is very broad. So the love that you feel towards your child or someone at church would be different from the love that you feel towards your wife or the love that you feel towards your mother.
Sorry, one question. What's the difference between the love you feel towards your mom and the one you feel towards your mom?
I don't think I should be telling you this, but there's eros, there's agape, there's the friendship love. There's so many different types of loves.
There's no agape between you and your mom. There's no agape between you and your mom.
Just listen.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that you can feel love towards many different people, but you don't necessarily have to be in a romantic relationship with every one of them.
I would imagine that this prompt is in the context of, let's say, marriage, right? I think the problem is a lot of men or people do not understand the concept of love. I'm a Christian, and for me, I understand that God is love, right? And if you want to understand love, you need to somewhat, look at the way God does things, right? God is faithful. God is consistent. That's my own description of love. I don't describe love as an emotion or butterflies. Those are feelings, right? And the thing is, another thing I also put into context is that sometimes hearing what he said, in my mind, I'm just thinking you are mistaking love for lust, or it's like you are interchanging the words.
Yeah.
Love is completely different. So my name is Giovanni. I am an artist, singer, songwriter, and basically an all-around creator. For somebody like me, or people who understand what love is, if I say I love my woman, I love my woman. Precious rightly said something. Pastor Iye Adeboye has met beautiful women, but he has decided to stick with one woman. So it is possible, and I believe in a world where a man is faithful to his wife. I'm not buying that delusion of men are cheaters.
So what happened to other pastors that have had women?
They are not pastors.
They are not what?
So here's the thing, right? That's an example that I am not using. Do you understand? So now you're saying that there are other pastors
that have two wives.
There are other pastors who have two wives. I'm happy for them. Right? But I believe personally in monogamy. I believe in loving your one woman. So
and now you go to the church and you say God loves God loves the body of Christ. Mm-hmm. The body of Christ is divided into many denominations.
Wait.
You are
okay, no.
The Bible into fitting your
because I'm trying. I really wanted him to.
Because there's a Pentecostal.
God loves the Christ. God loves everybody because you are his child, not because of you. God does not have a wife. We are all his children.
Yes.
God is one, 3 in 1. So God loves his children. God does not love us as his wife. I think that's why we need to get it.
A lot of times people don't even understand what love means. People feel like love is an emotion. Please, let's even dead it.
It's a
because
living thing.
Everything emotional. Giovanni, calm down.
It's a living thing.
Sorry, calm down. So personally, I'm of the opinion that emotions are fleeting. Let's list them. Happiness, sadness, depression, it is fleeting. So the idea... No. So because of it's your understanding of the word love, my understanding of the word love is everlasting. I am a Christian and I stand by that.
I would like to ask.
Yes, please.
Have you seen any perfect marriage before?
We all strive.
No, I'm driving on my point. Have you seen any? So that is where we should get the point.
Okay.
That truly, of course, we all love. I see you now. I can be your friend. I love you.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm coming. When the wife died, okay. When a man is married to a woman, he loves her. You get? Does that mean he's not going to love someone else?
Now, can I ask you a question?
He's going
No.
He only has to respect that woman if he wants to stay in that monogamous relationship.
This love can always switch. There's a man that I heard of the story that they were living very happily and all of those things happened. You know, they went to go and do DNA. Out of 4 children, the man only had 1. And that one said the child was not like an imbecile.
No.
That's the price of monogamy now.
Excuse me.
No, now, calm down. What do you now say to that? Okay. Won't he move on to someone else to give him happiness? Do you know what love means? Even when someone is doing you evil, you stick to the person.
Yes.
That is what love means. And that is the type of love you're talking about, God. People are doing a lot of things and God still loves you. No man can do that type of love. Nobody. Forget it. You don't forgive cheating a woman that is cheating on you. cannot forgive them.
So the idea,
so that's not love.
So the idea is we strive to be, right? We are not, right? So I would say, let me see if I can break it down. I understand what you're saying, but for someone that my own view of love is that, okay, regardless of anything, I will scale through. Do you understand? As you rightly said, okay, the man finding out that his wife, he has given birth to 4 children outside, it's the prerogative of the man to now choose, okay, do I still want to love this woman?
I'm saying that,
okay,
even with everything, God loves us, right? You are talking about God's love. I am saying that no man will hear such a thing and still stick to that woman because he said he love.
Can I say something?
That love will switch within 1 second.
You know that love is also a choice. To love you is a choice.
I'm still saying that. I'm still going to the point that. Okay. So sorry, I'm going to the point that this person has offended you, and you know he has trained the child to like 400 level. They are good and everything. Mom, like, okay, where do I want to start from?
Love is still a choice. You mentioned an example whereby like a man has a woman, blah blah blah. People that, let's say widows or widowers. Let me use the men, coming from the men's standpoint. You will hardly find a widower that moves on so easily from his late wife. You hardly find. Most times it's the children that usually like begs them, oh daddy, when will you get married? Like
from your part of the country.
No, I come from
from your part of
anyways,
the country.
as I was saying, I come from the majority.
No.
And
I've seen people like that. They were still young. Before the woman died, they were cheating on that woman.
Finish. We're looking at the start of the world from a traumatized point of view.
Yeah.
Majority of Nigerians, quote me anywhere, are traumatized.
Of course.
Yes. Majority yes, in fact, in one word or the other. Either lack of love, because your standpoint is coming from a lack of love and you want to be loved by everyone. Some people's standpoints, they have never really felt that genuine love before. I come from a polygamous home. I know it's wrong. I had married 5 wives. Just put it out.
That's a real man.
That's why.
Let me hug you on behalf of your daddy. Hug your daddy on behalf of you.
And my mom is the first. But guess what? Whenever my daddy wants to get married to someone else, he always tells them how okay, my mom. From the onset, my mom has been there. He has never ever badmouthed my mom for one day outside, right? Because he loves her. He got married to the other. That's exactly. Wait, chill. He got married to the other wives because of so many reasons I obviously can't see on TV. But now my point is, love is a choice. Yeah. I choose to love you not because of anything. Do you think he at the boy's wife has not offended him before?
The concept of love is this.
According to you?
Yes. Okay. Yes, because I'm the one that wants to marry Precious and after you.
I'll be the pastor.
I'll sing.
You won't sing. You have been monogamized. So, concept of love is this. I don't know you from anywhere.
Yeah.
I see you. Something clicks.
Interesting.
We talk. You make sense. And we can hold conversations from time to time. And we build interest. We build...
That's infatuation.
That's not infatuation. That's how we work. It builds.
So,
and then you meet somebody else.
Okay.
And you meet somebody else. You have that feeling.
Okay.
But because you respect one person, you do not want to go into. But because I choose myself. Yes, I choose myself.
Okay.
I would not want to be seen. Mr. Emi man cheats, but my own everybody's. I want to be myself. If I like you, I want to marry you. Yes, I have the money. I have the emotional capacity.
Come on.
I have the mental capacity. When you guys are fighting in the house, I'll just look the other way, or I know what to say. Calm you guys down.
Wow.
So I have the resources to cater to all the women. And so I feel that if you don't choose yourself first, that's where you now say love is for only one person.
Love is not selfish according to the Bible. Love is selfless.
Now, the next prompt. It's better to have multiple wives than a cheat.
So it would imply that it is better to cheat than have second wives. Now, in my head, I still don't accept either of both planes. What happened to self-control? Can we bring that back? Can we go back to the market and buy 1 or 2 self-control?
Okay.
Because what do you mean?
Okay, so this is it. If you had to choose, you just have 2 options now. Out of polygamy or cheating outside. Just 2 options.
Why do we have only 2 options?
No, that's the question.
What happened to self-control?
This is not only what polygamy is about. This is not what it's about.
Let's flip the question. Let's say you're my wife, yeah? Would you prefer me cheating outside or have a second wife at home?
I would like that you will be transparent with me.
So I can cheat outside then?
No, I would like that you be transparent with me, and there will be a form of communication boundaries, and that structure, we can see it in you having a second wife.
So you don't want second wife, you want to cheat outside?
You're not listening. You asked me a question. Would I prefer if you married another wife?
Let's say we're married right now. I come home and say, babe, this is Funke. I want to marry her, a second wife. Or I can cheat outside with her. She will not be in our house. What do you prefer?
I'm not married, so I don't have an answer to that question.
So I have an answer to that.
Okay, then.
So there's something that I actually had in mind before I got married. I always said to myself that I do not want to have expectations, and it really helped me. I don't check my husband's phone. I don't pass. He's always one even asking.
Don't pass your boundaries.
I don't. No. There's a point I wanted to make.
Hey,
but I don't go past where it keeps me. But the point I made to him is that don't let me see it. Do your things. And that's what is making some women go mad these days. Expectation is just too high. He must love only me. He must see. The truth is that if you are even, that is when a man will feel that okay, he has the power to do. My husband is scared of me. He cannot try it. He cannot make it. No, I'm coming. He can't do it. Of course, it's scared in the sense that he cannot flaunt a woman in front of me.
Of course, that's
because I don't care.
He's not scared. He
So can I bring a second wife home, or should I cheat outside? Answer me now.
If you cheat outside,
I can cheat
but
outside.
the boundaries will be there. Don't flaunt it.
No problem. Mama, can I bring second wife home, or can I cheat outside?
Anything. Either you me or I you.
You can't be for real now.
Because see, I rather not exist. See, let's bring self-control back. People have normalized the abnormal thing that it's not normal to have self-control, and it's normal to not have self-control. If there are people whose jobs are that, go and satisfy yourself. But don't cheat on your wife. If you want to cheat, then don't get married. They are close to perfection men. They see them.
They see men with their plenty wife.
And people should go and see yourself.
So can I have girlfriend outside?
No, you cannot do anything. One of us go die.
So you rather divorce?
I would rather divorce and marry a cheating husband because I don't want to get STI. I'm having sex with my husband.
Wait, so this is the second part of the same question. Okay. So now you're saying I can't cheat on you, and I can't have a second wife. Yeah. But you would rather divorce me if I cheat on you.
Yes.
Okay, good. Mm-hmm. But see, I'm looking at you. You're like in your 20s. Yeah. So when you get to like 45, 50, yeah,
you will not mind, though.
God forbid, in the name of Jesus.
That's the thing we have. That's the mentality we have.
So no, sir, please wait. The earlier, the better. The earlier you start educating women that there are better men out there than settling for rubbish. I'd rather be single to death than get married to a man that cheats. And I can put it anywhere. This record tape here, keep it in 20 years. If I marry him, I would divorce you ASAP.
So listen.
It's not the same you used to.
Okay. Wait.
When you met him.
Wait.
He's married to me now.
The truth is this. It's not good to cheat. I'm not saying anything. It is wrong.
Rather than cheat, marry.
Why not just deal with the root problem, which is your
self-control?
It doesn't make sense either ways. Multiple wives, cheating in secrets. I'm strongly opposing to the idea of polygamy. Like, why not just find someone, one person, and make it work with them? There are people who have been married for years and just one wife. Why you not decide that you want to?
I totally agree with you because we're saying, this or that, but that doesn't necessarily fix the problem.
Do you get? The Bible even says, if it's your hand that's allowing you to sin, cut it off.
If it's your third leg that is making you sin,
sit off. It's your hand.
I think that if you want to have the freedom and the liberty to experience multiple women, then don't get married.
You get?
If you've decided that you want to have interactions with more than one woman in your life, you have two options. You can either not get married and have as many women as you like, or when you do get married and you still want to indulge, you can get married, but you need to be transparent with every party involved in that relationship.
Wait, now I get your point. I wanted to educate her on something that she said. She said, if I marry a man and he cheats on me, I will divorce and this. Let me give you an advice from an experienced point of view. I've been there, done that. And I've seen both sides in the sense that because I counsel women that have been married, I have seen many women that leave their husband because their husband cheats. They go and cheat with other married men.
And they still come back.
That's double standard.
No, listen.
It's not double standard. Would you not remain single for life?
No, but they are dildos. I'd rather be with my dildo than be with a man that cheats on me. You are giving this double standard.
Does not have emotions, so...
There's nothing like a man holding you. Dildo doesn't have feelings. When a man holds you, you will feel the love.
The love that is given to everybody, like palliative.
I totally get your point of view where you say that you would rather be with somebody who is fully committed to you than being in a relationship where you're constantly being cheated on, which is normal. Like, that's how actually things are supposed to be. But we live in a dysfunctional world.
Then let's try and make it functional and normal. Let's try and equate it.
But you cannot control everybody.
Then let me be on my own.
And then just do what works for you.
No, I've been do what works for you.
Time for the next prompt. Polygamy only benefits men, not women.
Yes, polygamy benefits men, not women, because they are permissible to do or cheat without having self-control and legalize it, putting it under the bracket of polygamy, which is permits me to use the word nonsense. Keep your to yourself and keep it to one woman.
I'm an Igala girl. There's something in our culture, it's called Ibegu. When a woman cheats on her husband, she's told to go and, swear, and then if she's guilty, the man dies. Apparently.
Yeah,
so
if she cheats, the man dies.
Like if she does not chill now.
The husband or the cheating man?
The husband dies.
So if I marry him now and if she cheats, then me will die.
Yes, sir.
If I don't kill you now, to go cheat now.
So my point is, why are there not such laws for men? You're permitting them to use their third legs anyhow and like a magic wand. That's why we have increase of STDs. I can remember during COVID-19, you see men dogs, donkeys.
Those ones are not human.
No, they are humans because they are men, and then until everybody gets. Apparently, what I'm saying is, it permits them more. Obviously, you'd have slept with her before you know how she tastes, and then bring her to have audacity to bring her home to come and show me that you want to marry a second wife. But I cannot do that because she will not forgive me. That's.
I think the system of polygamy, it favors men more. For me, I'm just imagining that it means as a man, you are allowed to, not have self-control. It's a bias that I find very interesting. If a woman cheats, it's bad. But if a man cheats, he's a man. I don't understand. I personally don't understand that bias at all. I'll probably never understand it.
In my 5.
I understand the narrative. If a man cheats, he's a man. If a woman cheats, she's a woman. Yes, it's as simple as that. I can forgive a cheating woman. A cheating woman should be able to forgive me. But let's not cheat. Let's marry multiple partners.
Oh, wow.
So now, I'm saying that as polygamy benefits me, it benefits the other women. All my women, I mean.
How so? All your women? Okay, how so, sir?
There's no pressure on one woman to every day. There's no pressure on one woman to say, I'm down financially. Can you? BC can do this. Shola can do that. They can do this. There's no pressure on you, Precious, to give me emotional support. So it benefits you just as it benefits me. That's it for me.
I feel that men that are polygamous in nature, or let me say they are polygamists, I see them as slaves. Ask me how.
Thank you.
This man that has 19 wives, each of his wives, he said it, that each of his wives has duplex. In fact, I know one of them. She has an hotel, she has a duplex, she has 4 cars, she has a vessel, she has boyfriends. And the man is busy taking care of the lady and her boyfriend.
Yes, polygamy.
That's what I'm saying. They are enjoying themselves. Okay, now the man.
My God.
No, they are flipping it against
They
the
cannot. He cannot do 19 of them.
He can afford it. It's as simple as that.
He cannot do 19 of them.
So you're saying a woman can... Okay.
Bro, if a woman feel marry 4 wives, make him marry 4 husbands, make him marry him.
But a woman can take different men. That's not what I'm talking about.
Marry 4 men under the same roof. If you get mental money where the guys will shut up, they will shut up and they will marry you.
And the woman go die before her time.
Why?
You down.
Oh yeah, nah.
Forget
it. What you will kill him?
Marry 3 of my type. I'll put your house. Yes.
No, me, I don't want. I want one woman. Me, I just want.
The point I'm trying to
I don't want my woman.
A man, and that's the thing. That waste is the problem. The man cannot do 19 of them. So he's just taking care of the lady, taking care of her family. She's enjoying. She's taking the type of cash she wants. So I see the person as a slave.
You cited the example of a man having 19 women and he taking care of all of them. Yes. So that means that dynamic works for every one of them. If you hear some polygamous stories, the women are not happy, they constantly fight, the children constantly wage war against each other.
Explain that they don't live together, like it builds their.
I totally get that.
Each other. Yeah.
I'm just agreeing with you that that dynamic works for every one of them because that man has the capacity to build a structure that works for every one of them and they don't feel cheated, right? But in other scenarios where maybe that's not the case and then maybe maybe one of the wives feels like not justified or the kids feel okay, maybe the father is giving preferential treatment to the other ones, there's constant just bad negative energy going on in that family. So when he said that, does he favor the men more or does he favor the women more? It's polygamy and it can manifest itself in many different ways. So in this context where there's 19 wives and he has the financial ability to take care of every one of them, everybody's giant now, like everybody's happy.
But women are the one benefiting from this.
Yeah.
Polygamy is not for poor men.
The successful men like Dangote, they did not marry 4 wives, so that's why they are where they are. Let me just tell you.
What gives you the assurance that he does not have other babes?
But he's not married to any of them.
Last year we saw his bum. Abi, was he? Sorry.
So you saw that video. Sorry.
Being wife with that.
Okay, participants, is it safe to say modern women can't handle polygamy?
Sadly, as much as everybody wants to, like, people like Precious believe they can't stand it, but then there are women who are advanced in age and they don't mind being a second wife. I have a personal, like, real life scenario. So I had someone whose the sister was like, oh, that she like this, she just wants to be the second wife of an Oba. And I was like, excuse me. And I feel like because then polygamy was sort of, the women didn't have anything to say, yes. And I know that every other person that probably support it or support that notion will probably say, oh, you know, I'm like, we are now more vocal. And the women then didn't even, it felt like, oh, I can't say anything. But now the problem is, for me, is that women are now becoming, because of the pressure, this is a bad example, but Precious now, she strongly believes that, oh, she cannot marry a cheating man. Let's give her some 20, 30 years.
Yeah, so
the conversation will change.
Her mindset will change.
So I strongly believe that modern women are a bit, as much as they want to give up a very hard front, some of them don't mind being a second wife. Some of them are like, you know, it's cheating, okay. As long as it's not doing it in my eye.
I believe modern women can handle polygamy. They just sit under the umbrella of wokeness.
That's crazy.
He doesn't like that.
Yeah, so for me, a woman can handle it. There's no problem. If I don't hurt you, if I respect you enough to give you your, to give you what you deserve in your space. The other wife, I mean, let's not do all this.
Even mothers, then they didn't tolerate it, but they came with some touch of wickedness. They will not make it look like my husband. Some of them started getting initiated. That's why we add more
witches.
Now you talk.
Allegedly.
They enter places where they're not supposed to enter. For them had to get initiated
into bad things.
Yeah, into bad things. And you know, their friends are like, oh, don't worry, your husband wants to bring. Just accept, though. Don't say anything. Just keep quiet. I'll take you somewhere tomorrow. I'll go and show you one baba that will do something. So you now start giving the wife problem, giving the woman children. So they did not tolerate it. Just that our generation, we are we're not just vocal. We accepted Christ in a way of, let me say, we fear God in some sort of way that made us be like, okay, fine, guy, I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to take it. You know, instead of having to go, it's no pressure really. I'm not going to take it. And if you don't want to remain with me, just stick to the other person, and then I'll just withdraw. So that is where the difference comes.
I don't necessarily box people into modern or like people from the past. Every individual has their own interests. Every individual has their own preference. Some people want to be second wives, third wives, fifth wives. Some people want just one partner and they don't want him to cheat. So I feel like everybody is deserving of their heart desires. They just have to find somebody who's compatible with that idea of a lifestyle.
I don't like what I don't like.
I ate what I ate.
I am a modern woman and I will not take polygamy as an option. If you want to get married to me, be with me and only me. Choose me and me alone, nobody else. I'm not going to take it. Our past or predecessors, they were made to shut up when they can speak up. The way women have voices now, they did not have that privilege. So if I am in this generation, why don't I use it to the maximum point? I'm a woman, not a slave. I'm a woman. I'm not meant to be under the carpet. I'm meant to be there. The way you are, I can be there too. Let's legalize bringing normal things back. Polygamy is not right. It can never be right. It will never be right. Take it or leave it. Sorry, I'm very passionate about this because it's very, to make sense like that. Look, I speak pidgin. I'm a modern woman. Marry me. If I'm not enough for you, off. That's the truth. Because I mean, what is there not to love?
What is there not to do in this?
No, there is not. I can't.
Tell they play this.
Calm down, father. Like,
calm down.
Like to handle one woman, it's a lot. Not talk of having
I don't see like problem.
You go one mad.
If men can be polygamous, women should have the same freedom.
By all means, if a man can be polygamous, a woman can be polygamous.
I feel women are more delicate. And yeah, our mental health is very, very calm down now because I'm supporting
Delicate.
So we get attached and we have mood swings.
Who doesn't, bro? Who doesn't?
I'm coming now. I'm supporting people. Are you on your period?
I can't check. You go shock.
So I don't think.
Oh my God.
I don't think it's actually good. I don't think it's a good thing for women to do that. I just feel that men should take care of their women. Yeah. You know, just see us as that delicate kind of baby girl. Treat us as that.
For a woman to have sex with you shows that she loves you. Or she likes, let me not use that word love. She likes you enough to share her body with you. For a woman to share her body with you, she has to like you enough.
Say that again.
No. She has to like you enough.
Oh, that's the way you did it. You said
she has to like you enough.
You didn't do it now. Do it.
Oh my God. Okay, she has to like you enough to share that delicate and
those ones are doing hookup.
Calm down. Those ones are
they don't care.
Okay, they're not girls.
As I was saying,
they are hermaphrodites.
Okay. They don't have emotion.
I'm sad.
For a woman to share her body with you, for a sane, morally constructed woman to share her body with you, she has to like you enough to give you that privilege. I will not say a random man and then give my breast for him to suck on the road because of his swine, or because I said I like him.
I don't get it.
I can't have sex with a man that I'm not emotionally attached to. That's the thing. We do you emotions. Most men don't do you emotions. They just do it because of that 5 seconds orgasm. They want to release it.
I believe in equity, so I feel like if men have the right to be polygamous, then women should have the right to practice polyandry. Everybody has like equal rights.
Lies.
No, that everybody is like, there's a constant debate on equality, I believe in equity. Fairness all across boards, whether you're a child, you're an animal, fairness. Just treat everybody with love. If you know that, okay, you're a woman, you want to marry more than one husband, do you, girl?
So let's see that people have done. I know they like her. See, they speak my mind.
Women are more emotional than men. Women are more, I will use the word precious than men.
Period.
Because as a follower of Christ, I'm commanded to take care of my woman. And protect her.
Yeah.
So if I not flip the script and say she should protect me and she should be the one leading and she should do the same thing I'm doing, it won't work.
So the woman marrying multiple men doesn't necessarily mean she has to take up the role of a husband.
Okay, then let's stay with the sexual part of it then.
Okay.
You can only get pregnant in 9 months once. Within 9 months I can have 9,000 children. I'm pregnant with 9,000 women.
Okay.
So that alone is different. Exactly. So we can never be equal on that level.
Of course.
But my job as a male is to protect the female. So you saying you can have different men as much as I can have different women. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, so like what you're saying is that the woman can only birth one child in the space of 9 months, and you can have
legions.
Fine, like that. There's no debate with that. But if a woman decides that she wants to marry more than one husband, it doesn't necessarily take away the role of the husband. It's just that she has more male partners in that relationship. That's all.
You see, when you see those women that have different men on TV, like, saying they have different husbands, the truth is this: those males are not men. They are males because they have penises. A man is alpha.
Okay, I see what it is now. It's patriarchy.
No, I agree with him on this one.
You can have different names. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But I am created as the foundation of our home.
To be the head.
Not just the head, the foundation, which means if you fall, I catch you.
Actually, very good.
I'm to protect you.
If they fall,
the bullet is coming your way, look. If the bullet's coming your way, my job is to jump in front of the bullet for you. So if you're not saying you want to do that for me, it doesn't work. My shoulders is built to stand. Let me give you a funny example. Let's say I'm on top of you making love, yeah? You know that if I'm on top of you and I'm doing this, I have the broader shoulder to hold on. But if you try to go on top of me and do it. You won't last. You won't last. Okay,
So that's just double standard. Well,
You never jump somewhere.
I see the again.
Never jump.
Or you're not alone.
Never jump
that she
somewhere.
married multiple men.
Don't you down. Don't hold you down. You are the guest and fine at 90 degrees. They go hold you down.
Sorry, they are the minority. Sorry, don't mind them. Those ones have worked. The normal woman will not do like that. They have normal women.
Like normal is relative. Like it really depends on the perspective of the woman or the man.
I think it's just double standard when you say, oh, a man can do this, but a woman can't. Okay, he gave the illustration of the 9 months thing, right? I mean, if the goal is not to get pregnant, because if you say a man can do this, right? A man can have multiple relationships, and then you are now saying, oh, if a woman does it, it's not natural for her. Then what are you saying? Why not just try and maintain your own self and have your woman maintain her own self?
To answer what you just said, you can do whatever you want to do. It's your life, male or female. But no matter how far you go, your natural nature will still kick in as male or female.
Okay.
That's just the point. So if you think, I'm not trying to say as a woman you can't do this. No, you can do whatever. You can become a president of Nigeria. And I'll actually vote for a woman to become president. Actually, the way Nigeria they go right now. But the truth is this, with what we're saying, you will always fall in place. As a man, I will use the male toilet. As a woman, you use the female. So that's just basically what I'm saying. I'm not saying women can do whatever you want to do.
Okay, so let me just say something. Let me say something. So let me give an example. You go, you cheat, right? You apologize to your wife. Your wife goes, she cheats, and it's a problem.
It's not a problem. That's where the thing is for me.
Are you sure?
It's not a problem.
So,
it's
not a problem.
Some men are like
if
that.
I can cheat, she can cheat.
Oh, really? Okay, good.
This one is real.
But that's fine.
End of story. Let's go.
Let me tell one deep spiritual stuff with that. When, let's say,
we are carrying plenty spirit about.
Wait. No, it's not that. We all carry different things about. We're men and women.
I won't do it.
I know, wait now, let me laugh before you shoot me. Wait. The point I'm trying to say is this, and I'm not trying to be sexist, I'm being real. When a man cheats, it's wrong. When a woman cheats, it's wrong. But there is a specific difference when a woman cheats. Let me explain. The man carries life within him and puts the life into the woman.
Interesting.
The woman is made for the man, not man for the woman. There is a big difference.
I was made for you. You were made for me.
Let me say my own, please. I feel that men should not risk certain things men are risking.
You're lucky you are married. If not, I would have brought yam and cow.
No need. But then that doesn't mean I'm supporting you guys. But then women should keep themselves holy.
Thank you.
Because we are prone to keep it more.
Keep yourself sacred.
No.
They don't, the way God sees us different from. That's why they always prefer.
A woman is the greatest gift.
That's why I feel like everybody should give everybody grace and everybody should be fair. It's an equal playing ground. Let's not say, oh, men can do this, women can't do this. If this is what you want to do in life, you have creative freedom. You just have to communicate effectively, be transparent with whoever that you're involved with, draw boundaries, like have structures that work. It's not that there won't be arguments or there won't be fights, but you need to want to commit to that thing. Even if it's marrying multiple women or marry multiple men, whatever that is that you want to do, just be real and transparent with it.
She said it all, but I wanted to add that let's save the women. They are too plenty. Let one take like 4 at least.
Praise the Lord.
And that's a wrap. Thanks for joining the debate. Catch you next time on The Divide.